It's been a busy weekend for me. All over the savannah area, farmers are busy because the fires have started. And if you don't get your crops in quickly, the bushfires will burn them. So we're harvesting soybean and maize on this farm. Yellow maize for the poultry industry, and then soybean. We supply our maize and soybean directly to estuary farms where they do poultry. Earlier, we were on the livestock farm. We started with the goats and the small ruminants, and we started with 300 of them. Right now, they've increased to almost 500. We have another 200 animals, and we started just a few months ago, and so it's looking positive. We're going to add the other sheep, and then also eventually cattle. And so we're doing livestock, and then we're doing crops. One of the major problems we had this year, especially with the crops, is the drought that occurred. After we planted, the rain came to a stop. It stopped raining, and so after germination, we had a problem with the maize and the soybean being able to take root. Luckily, we have some irrigation equipment here on the farm. We have 3 sets of irrigation equipment. So we rolled them out, and that is what has saved part of the crop. But we lost about 40% of the crop. We were able to save only about 60%. We'd have harvested more this year, but unfortunately, the drought happened. So what we're looking to do is to go totally under irrigation. We have a small river over there, and we've drilled 5 boreholes, which are very productive. And so next year, we're going to use a pivot system so that we can have enough water for irrigation. And it will allow us to do 2 crops instead of 1 crop a year. We have equipment, different kinds of equipment. They're working well, but after sales service is a problem. A lot of the dealers sell you the equipment, but once you buy the equipment, sometimes you can't get the parts, spare parts. And so what we need to do is to standardize the equipment and make sure that anybody who's selling agricultural machinery in Ghana is able to offer the farmers after sales service. Because right now is the harvest time. One of our combine harvesters is down and they don't have the parts. They have to order them from outside. If we say we're waiting for them to bring the parts from outside, by the time the parts come, bushfire would have finished this crop. Happily, one of our neighbors has a good combine harvester, and that is what you saw me riding. We have hired it from him to come and help us, to be able to harvest all the crops before the fires come in. And that's why I believe that we must have farmer service centers where we have specialized agencies repairing and operating the machinery, and then let the farmer farm and let somebody provide him the service of the machines so that it doesn't have to be his headache. Today my headache is about this combine harvester, how to get a part. It should have been somebody's headache. And mine should just be to procure my seeds, get my fertilizers, and be able to grow my crops. And so it's a good experience, but farming is my life. I love it. And I'm sure if I didn't go into politics, I'll be a full-time farmer. In any case, when I retire, after this stint, of course, I'm going to go into full-time farming. If you want to see me, you'll have to come here onto the farm.